What is up, guys? So today we got the NCAA March Madness all-time tournament. So I found a roster with the best players from every major NCAA school, and I put them into a March Madness bracket. And let's just go through some of the rosters quickly. So here we got UCLA and Georgetown. Take a look at the rosters. Westbrook, Bill Walton, Kareem, K. Love, Zach LaVine, Drew Holiday, Lonzo. Teams like Kansas, they got Danny Manning, Wilt, Embiid, Wiggins. Kentucky, obviously. They got Wall, Booker, AD, Towns, and Boogie. We got Ohio State over here. They got D'Lo, Michael Redd, Greg Oden, Mike Conley, Duke with Tatum, Hill, Leitner, Zion, Jay Williams, and Texas has KD, LaMarcus Aldridge, Miles Turner, Tristan Thompson, and Jared Allen. Over on this side, we got UNC, obviously, with Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, James Worthy. We got Michigan State over here with Magic, Draymond, Zebo, Miles Bridges, Bryn Forbes, UNLV with Isaiah Ryder, Sean Marion, GA, Christian Wood, and Michigan with Jalen Rose, Jamal Crawford, Glenn Rice, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Levert, Duncan, Trey Burke. Then over here we got Maryland with Steve Francis, Len Bias, Lonnie Baxter, Gravis Vasquez, Kevin Herter, and we got NC State with Nate McMillan, David Thompson, TJ Warren, Spud Webb, DSJ. And then the last matchup here is UConn versus Indiana. UConn has Ben Gordon, Ray Allen, Karam Butler, Cliff Robinson, and Emeka Okafor. Also got Kemba off the bench and Drummond. Indiana has Isaiah Thomas, obviously the old Isaiah Thomas, not the new one. They got George McGinnis, Cody Zeller, or I'm not sure if Zeller went to Indiana. I'll have to double check that. OG Anunoby, Thomas Bryant, Victor Oladipo, Eric Gordon. Alright, so what I'm basically going to be doing is, for the first round, I'm just going to be simming through all these games and just seeing who wins. And then after this, we're going to have the Elite Eight, the Final Four, and all those other games. National championship. So, yeah. Let's start with the first game. The first game is going to be, let's see which one they tell us. Just sim first. So, simulate with Simcast. We're going to start in the first round. We got NC State versus Maryland. This game we're going to be simming. Let me just fix my mic real quick. Alright, so first game is NC State versus Maryland. And each series is one game. Alright, so Maryland has the lead so far. And it looks like Maryland is going to beat the NC State Wolfpack. Next game we have is Michigan versus UNLV. Michigan, so after the first quarter, UNLV's up. And at half, it's tied. UNLV is the lead. Back and forth game, Michigan takes the lead, and Michigan blows them out in the fourth quarter. Let's see some of these comparisons. Biggest lead, 22. Field goal percentage, 56-41, and then 3-point percentage, 55-28. All right, the next game we're going to is Ohio State versus Arizona. And Arizona goes off to an early lead, and it does not look like they're going to give this a lead up. And yeah, Arizona wins 95-64. All right. The next game we will be simulating is Kentucky versus Kansas. And let's see who's going to win this game. Kansas has a lead. It's a close game, 2-point game with 4 minutes left. Back and forth. Tie game, and we're going to jump in to watch the end of the game. Let's just make sure that we are not on any team. So, Kansas is at the line shooting 2. The first free throw is good. Second free throw. Let's see. I think that's Paul Pierce. Let's see if he can convert. He can. 2 for 2 at the line for Paul Pierce. 2-point ball game. Devin Booker with the ball up top. Cat sets a screen for him. Devin Booker coming off left, and he gets the layup to go. Tie game at 78 with 1:08 left to go. Inside, Embiid with the ball. He decides not to take the shot. Fade away, and he misses. DeMarcus Cousins to Wall for 3. Wall misses, and Embiid comes down with the board. I think that's Devontae Graham with the ball. He makes a move on Booker. Devontae Graham's in the middle. Booker with some nice defense on Graham. But he finds Embiid, and Embiid gets the wide open layup. Timeout, Kentucky. They're down 2 to the Kansas Jayhawks. So, Kentucky needs to get to the basket, penetrate, and find a way to score here and cut down the lead. The player of the game will go to Paul Pierce. Devin Booker with it. Booker's up top, and they're going to hold for 1. They're not going to try and get there early. They're going to wait. They might be going for the win. Booker with it up top. John Wall curling around. Booker gets a screen from Towns. Booker for the win! And he airballs the game winner. Kentucky has been knocked out of the NCAA March Madness Alumni Tournament. Huge loss, and they did not get a good look at the end. So Kansas will win this game by a score of 80-78. Tough loss for Kentucky. So we're going to back out of this game and go simulate the rest. So when a game is close, we're going to hop in. Obviously, we got to watch the end of it. Next game is UConn versus Indiana. UConn comes out to an early lead, but Indiana retakes the lead. Indiana has a lead. 2 minutes left, a minute left. And we are going to jump in and watch the end of the Indiana versus UConn game. So we have to go to the middle. Kemba Walker has the ball. Walker in the middle. Up to Gay. Rudy Gay Pump fakes, and he turns the ball over. Indiana with the ball for 3. Misses. And they come down with the ball. They have the ball. UConn has the ball up top. And they're holding the ball. Probably going to bring the shot clock all the way down to about 8 before they start to go. 8 left on the clock. Winding down. Maybe it's just an isolation for Rudy. Rudy with the mid-range. And he misses. Zeller board. And they have to foul with 3.4 seconds left to go. And a timeout is called by Indiana. So 2-point game with 3.4 remaining on the clock. So let's take a look at the player of the game real quick. Isaiah Thomas from Indiana. 18 points on 9 for 14 shooting. And will he hit the free throws to end the game? And the game, Zeller is fouled. That is not who you want shooting the free throws here. But the game is in his hands now. So Zeller will go to the line for 2. He misses the first. Zeller misses the first free throw. Can he get the second? No, he can't, and they don't call a timeout, but they check up a full court heave, and it misses. UConn had a timeout to use, and they didn't use it. What an ending as Indiana takes down the UConn Huskies. Wow. What a game. The UConn Huskies have been eliminated from the NCAA Alumni tournament. So the next game is Michigan State versus North Carolina. Michael Jordan versus Magic Johnson. And North Carolina goes down early, but is back to a close game. And we have a close game here. Let's go really slow. North Carolina. That's an easy win. Well, not easy, but they get a win. Michael Jordan only had 11 points in 31 minutes. Vince Carter at 24. He carried them to the win. Let's go to the next game. We have Duke versus Texas. This game is back and forth as well, and Texas has a lead. Texas might pull off the upset. We're going to jump in. We're going to watch the end of this game. We're going to see if Duke can hopefully come back and win this game. Boozer's guarding Aldridge on the inbound, and they foul immediately. So Moore will go to the line for 2. And he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Huge miss for Moore. Duke's coming up the court now. Gets in the lane, and they get the mid-range to go. Texas calls a timeout. So in 2K, I didn't know you could make a rule change, so I added the 1-and-1 rule. I added a bonus and a double bonus, and I really like how that was exactly how a college end of the game would be. A team would be shooting a 1-and-1, and if they miss the front end, the other team has a chance to come down, and that's exactly what happened, and Duke just tied the game up. Player of the game, none other than KD Trey 5 with 19 points on 6 of 12 shooting. Can he hit the game winner for Texas here? Texas has a chance to pull off the upset against Duke. I believe they are the 13 seed, so we'll see what they do here. Durant up top, guarded by Boozer. Carlos Boozer. Durant, tween. Goes to the right. Durant in the lane. And he misses. Boozer gets it up, but I don't think it's going to count. He misses anyways. And this game's going into overtime. So we are going to simcast the rest of this game. The rest of this overtime game. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if Texas can pull off the upset or if Duke will move on to the next round. So 89-89 going into OT. Where's Simcast? Let's just go to Simcast and continue the sim. And Duke pulls away early in OT, and Texas pulls together a little comeback, but Texas is going to lose. Duke survives a scare from the Texas Longhorns, and they win the game. So the Texas Longhorns have been eliminated from the March Madness Alumni Tournament, and we have one final game left in the first round. Georgia Tech versus UCLA. UCLA goes off to an early 32-20 lead, and they have been in control all game. Well, they are the 1 seed. It would be a surprise to see them lose, and they do beat the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. So our Elite 8 matchups are set. We have UCLA versus Kansas. No upsets over here. Arizona versus Duke. Arizona upset Ohio State. Here we have Maryland versus Indiana. Indiana pulled off the upset against UConn. And here we have Michigan versus UNC. Michigan upset UNLV in the first round to move on. So thank you guys for watching. The Elite 8 is going to be a separate video. I'm going to simcast the games. And then the Final Four in the championship, I will be playing those games. And we'll have the Final Four courts in for that. We'll have the National Championship courts in for that. And yeah, this alumni tournament is going to be good watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.